In this video, I want to draw your attention towards two important news items which I saw. Number one is, for cheap labor, Google fires its entire Python team. This is a latest report which I saw on the internet today, which alleges that Google has let go its entire Python team. So we are not talking about one or two people. We are talking about a set of team members who were let go for cheap labors, which means the work done by these people will now be done by somebody else sitting in some other country at a lower cost. So this is the first thing I want to talk about. And the second is, in FY24, Indian IT sector has slashed over 70,000 jobs, which means 5 out of the 6 top Indian IT companies have collectively decreased 70,000 headcount, which is actually a lot. So going back to the first news item, which talks about Google laying off its entire Python team, sometimes when we read such reports, we start to feel that, oh, if all the tech companies are actually going towards the AI way, which means they are now hiring more and more AI people, and Python is one of the skill sets which is very key to the entire AI buzz, then why would a company like Google fire entire Python team? So let's understand this, that first of all, we need to get a confirmation on this report. But even if it is true, it is sounding like a business decision. So a lot of time companies take these business decisions where they move entire work from country A to country B because they may save a lot of cost. This may or may not be the case with this particular example, but offshoring is a phenomenon which is actually built on the same premise that in United States, for example, if you can get the work done for $100, you can transition that work to India, China, or Philippines or any other country, and they can get it done at a very, very low cost. Let's say, for example, for $10 or $20 as compared to $100 in the United States. And I'm just giving some random example, but you get the point that the cost of labor is cheap in some countries, and that's why companies want to move the work to these countries. It is purely a business decision and it has got nothing to do with your skill set or your performance, etc. And then there can be other business decisions. For example, companies may choose to stop doing business in a specific country, or they may just stop doing business in one particular vertical or segment or domain. If they take such decision, again, they have to let go people. And in this case as well, there is no mistake of the employee. There is no mistake in terms of any performance issues or any skill issues. Similarly, if we talk about the second news item, which indicates that the headcount in the Indian IT space has gone down collectively by 70,000, it is actually alarming because Indian IT firms used to hire a lot of freshers. Freshers were actually a kind of investments that these companies used to make because the cost of freshers was very low. And then they used to train those freshers to get the job done over a period of few years. It used to be a lot profitable for Indian IT firms. But today it seems that not only the fresher hiring has gone down, but also the lateral hiring or the hiring of experienced people has gone down, which clearly indicates that the demand is not that great. And in some cases, companies are happy to let you go if you resign. Which means if you today have a job and if for any reason you have any concerns, let's say salary concern, or if you're not getting promoted, etc. And if you go and talk to your boss and say, I'm going to resign, your boss will most likely say, okay, please feel free to do that. Because they know that they don't have a lot of projects in pipeline. So if somebody is leaving, they know that they can't afford to retain you at a higher cost, or they can't afford to give you promotion, depending especially on the pipeline. And this again varies from one business to other, but you get the point. We are living in a time where even if we don't commit any mistake, we can be on the receiving end. And that is why it is absolutely important for us to be agile. It is absolutely important for us to be informed. So you can't afford to be sitting in a very comfortable environment, not worrying about what is happening in your account, what is happening in your project, what is happening with your customer or your client organization. You need to be really agile. You need to be well informed because sometimes there are mergers and acquisitions happening, which means one company may buy another company and then as a result, they can let go a lot of employees. So that's why information is the key. Today, you need to have a solid network within the company, within the team, within the client organization, so that you keep getting the right inputs. And as I have indicated in multiple videos earlier, please don't wait for the last moment. Always be market ready. Always have your LinkedIn profile updated. Always have your resume updated. Always be ready to go to the market. And also be aware of false alarms. For example, a news item like this where Google has fired its Python team may kind of panic few people, but at the end of the day, if you understand the holistic picture, people with Python skill set today are in very much demand. So even if you are impacted in such a scenario, there are high chances that somebody else will pick you up. So it is very important for us to understand that today I have a skill set or I have an experience behind me, which is very valuable to a lot of companies and clients. And hence, even if I get removed from one team or even if my company lets me go, I have the full confidence that somebody else will pick me up. So that's why your core confidence comes from your expertise and skill set. So if you combine your expertise and skill set with great networking ability, then that's a very good combination. So always look to follow a trail which is of high demand. Always learn to ride the wave. Today, we are in a time where the AI wave is the wave you should ride on. So in a nutshell, if you are well informed within the company, within the client company, outside the company, which means you have a trusted set of people who will provide you the right information at the right time. And if you have a very good in-demand skill set, then you don't need to worry about any false alarms or any panic which is happening in the market. Because your confidence will come from the right network, the right skill set, and your ability to quickly go to the market because you already have a updated resume and LinkedIn profile and a set of people who will be ready to refer you. All right, I hope you resonate with this. Let me know what you think about it in comments. If you are new, please subscribe. Hit the like button if you like the video and do not forget to share it in your WhatsApp groups. I'll see you in another video soon. Take care and bye for now.